the fuck does that mean? Out the gate.
All right. On the Scene TV, how you what? I appreciate your time.
That's tight.
Yes, sir.
That's tight.
It's a special day, I had to break it out for you.
This is hard, man. This just made my day, dog. This just made my day.
No, it's dope to see what you've done in the city, and you build a brand. You know what I mean? By just the look of it and everything. It's dope to see what you've been doing.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. So we didn't plan nothing out, so we'll just get to it. But for those that haven't seen the on the Scene TV, can you just explain what it is you're doing?
On the Scene TV is it's a platform where I showcase positivity, laughter, and I just show like people, not really like black people, just like the culture, like the whole culture. Like everybody participates in the culture. I just like to show the culture in a positive light. Like we like to come out, we like to have fun. And the news don't show that. And I was like, man, well, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I wanted to cover messy shit. And I was like, leave the messy shit alone. And just get to the people having a good time. Yeah. And that do something for me. So if y'all ain't seen On the Scene TV, when y'all look it up, y'all gonna see a bunch of people having a good time. Ghetto time, hood time, whatever time you see, it's gonna be a good one.
Well, and even pulling up to like events and like functions and stuff is good to even get that out there, because like you said, the actual news doesn't give a fuck about like really what's going on in indie or like the rap scene or like any of the scenes besides like, you just don't see stuff like that on the news.
Yeah, they don't care.
And now making your own news like on YouTube or social media, that's damn near more valuable, than even being on like, the WHTV or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I could see it going far for sure, because you could cover events, you can cover like the cult stuff, or you could find any type of thing.
Yeah.
And then of course, like when there is like a big concert and you can actually help promote things and help build the scene too, I think that's dope for sure.
Hell yeah. And that's what I'm trying to get to, like starting on the smaller level, and then like eventually the bigger brands start hitting me up like, hey man, we got this going on. Hey, can we get on the Scene TV? And that's when I'm gonna be like, let's do it.
Yeah, and the consistency, that's like what I was saying with this podcast. It's hard to be consistent. So to see you be consistent with the content, and I know you're doing a bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah.
But just to see you be consistent with the content is not easy. People might think it's easy, to pull up one place or whatever, but to do it a lot and keep it together, is dope.
Heck yeah. Like, now I tell people like, hey, if you want me to come to the event, at least let the security know I'm coming, because like to a lot of people, I'm the nigga in a red jacket with the camera. Like, hey man, no cameras. Like, it's a phone, man. Nah, man, you can't bring none of that in here. So like, it's getting easier, but at first it was a little hard, and I was like, all right, well, that's why I was always outside, because it was easier. Like, all right, well, I'm on the sidewalk with it. People see, hey man, I did not see you during the finals. Yeah, man, hey, you want to say something? And that's the thing. I don't tell people what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Talk your shit. Say whatever you want the people to know.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it with being consistent and stuff, is that promoters and people will realize that, like, oh yeah, if we want to extra promote it, we would use his platform, and then it's like a win-win.
Yeah.
When they bring, like a big artist through, you should be able to be interviewing them, or at least like be hyping up the concert like you've been doing, which is tight.
Heck yeah.
So a lot of people probably might not know that you started with rap, right? This is what we were talking about before. And now you've transitioned to not just this, but to comedy too, right?
Yeah.
What is that like?
So the comedy is like my first love. When I started doing comedy, I had a lot of stories. And people was like, man, you got to tell these stories. Like, we can't be the only ones hearing these stories. So I did an open mic night one night, and at Helium, and after that, I was like, yeah, I think I'm done with music. I think I'm done with everything because it was like the same. Like when you do music and no one knows you, you know what I mean? You go up there and you do your song and they may bop their heads. But when you do comedy, you you may speak on something so relatable and then if you funny, that the people gonna give you that they gonna give you the feeling that you are a superstar. Even
Yeah.
if it's your first time.
And it's like instant feedback kind of too, right? When you hear like a laugh or whatever.
Yeah. Heck
What
yeah.
what was that first open mic like? Cuz a lot of people say they're going to try comedy,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, kind of gear up to do their first open mic, but it's scary for a lot of people. So just take us through that whole first night.
So I had signed up. Helium, you gotta sign up on Thursday. I signed up on Thursday, and I think you find out like Friday or Saturday if you got selected. I saw I got selected. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm about to do my thing, man. And then I'm like, what jokes you gonna tell? I had no jokes. I had no material down, and so I start like watching a lot of comedians that I like all right, just trying to get like gestures and how I can be on stage. And I was watching Kevin Hart's first special, and I was like, okay, all right. And we went through some similar things, and like he was talking about how he couldn't fight, and I was like, all right, well, I can't fight, but I'm gonna tell the story how I got beat up in 10th grade.
Yeah.
I got my ass kicked. And,
Which is super relatable because I also got beat up in 10th grade.
yeah, like it was horrible. It was horrible. So I get down to Helium, and I'm seeing like a bunch of man. These people got books in their hand. They writing, jotting stuff. I ain't got nothing but my
Yeah.
phone. I'm like, should I bring a book? They got books. What's with these books? And I'm asking people like, hey man, hey, what you writing down? Oh, they pulling their book back like, who are you? And I'm like, oh man, I'm Rych V. I'm a comedian. Oh, okay, nice to meet you, man. And the other comedians, they weren't so welcoming, but I get it because sometimes when you see a new face, you don't really know what they are, who they're about. You don't know if they're a joke thief or whatever. So a lot of people weren't really talking to me, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna. There's a lot of white people in here, and I seen one of my guys. He a good friend now. His name Chris Gordon. I was talking to Chris as we walking into the theater, and he was like, hey man, I was like, hey man, it's a lot of white people in here, and he looked me in my eyes. He was like, don't let these white motherfuckers stop you from being a nigga. Get up there and do your shit. And when I heard them words, I was like, all right, bet. I'm looking on the list. I see my name. And at Helium, like, when they, like, I think like 3 comedians in the whole, you get to go in the back in the green room. And mind you, I don't know nothing about comedy. So a green room, my first time, I think I'm important. I'm like, shit, I'm in a green room chilling. And I'm like, all right, what you gonna talk about? What you gonna talk about? You got the fight, but how you gonna talk about it? And
And this is like 15 minutes before you go on or
this
something?
is like 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And I go talk to the host, my boy Zach Hunt. And he was like, hey, you ready? And I was like, I think so. I was like, what can I say? And he was like, you can't say nothing really harmful to people. Like don't be a dick to people. And I was like, can I say nigga? He was like, you're black. Like, and he went out there and brung me up. And how he brung me up, cause my name is Rych Valentine, but I put Richard V. And he went up. He was like, I don't know the first 4, but here goes Richard the Fifth. And when I had that to kind of bounce off of, and then I started talking about the fight, like the whole fight, and everybody started laughing. And I was a class clown in school. I had this thing where I can get down on the ground and just you remember them kids? They can they down on the ground, they spinning on their knees, they don't give a damn. So I'm telling the fight, and during the fight, I remember like I got down on the ground, I tried to get back up, and I got kicked in the face, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just let him go and do his thing. He ain't done. He mean business.
Just lay down.
Yeah, just lay down. Like when you done, let me know. And I told that, and that was my time. And they give you what, 3 minutes? Yeah, I told the little story, told that story in 3 minutes, and it was cool. It was cool.
Which 3 minutes, like a fight, like boxing or whatever, 3 minutes can be short when you're watching TV or something, but when you're actually doing something, 3 minutes can feel like a long time, right?
Man, and all them lights, everybody, they like this. Make us laugh. And I'm like, okay, all right. But once they start laughing and they gave me, I'm like, hey, I'm Rich Review, everybody. Everybody, woo! I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to be famous.
So you did the first open mic, and then kind of how'd you keep snowballing it?
After the first open mic, I did. I think I was looking around for open mics, and some of the comedians told me that. So when you ain't a comedian, it's how they talk to you. Oh yeah, you can go to the Moonlight, and there's like they ain't telling you I'm a nigga. You gotta give me your address. Where is this at? They just telling me all these names, and I know nothing. So for a while, I didn't do. I just had that one little open mic for maybe a couple weeks, and bumped into another guy, and he told me about this one at Wonderful Bar and Grill, Chuckles and Chicken and Chuckles. One of them. I fuck it up all the time. Hosted by my boy Nate Robinson, and I went there, and that was my room to start like going more often. And I bumped into this dude named Atia, and he had a open mic night that he did at Stone Tree. Now Stone Tree was a whole nother vibe, because now I'm not from going to a comedy open mic to a rap open mic. I'm around artists, and you know what I mean, like. You got people. I'm around some gangsters, some YNs. I'm like, where the fuck am I at? And then I'm the comedian. And like you had a few comedians coming in and out. So once I started going to Stone Tree, and my first night was cool. I bumped into this dude named Jalen Jones, and he had the room going. And I was like, hey bro, how you do that? He was like, man, I just get up there and have fun. I was like, you didn't write that down? He's like, man, hell nah. Just get up there and be you. And so I was like, all right, bet. I couldn't wait for the next week. The next week, I went up there, did me, had they ass. And so Stone Tree was kind of like my stumping ground. And I was doing Chuckles and Chicken on Thursday, Stone Tree on Wednesday. I met my sis Queen Quamo, and once me and her linked in, like we just kind of like took the fuck off. Like we just started hitting open mics. Like I'm like, you gonna be there? Yeah, I'll be there. You gonna be there? Yep. But at first, it wasn't like that. At first, we just kept seeing each other at the same open mics. Like, hey man, there go Quamo. What up, though? And I got into hosting. I hosted a few rap shows. Yeah, like the local shows.
Mhm.
Yep, I started hosting, and that was more like when you host, you're able to get back on the mic. So if you think it's something funny, you're able to go out there and try it right then and there. Not, oh man, I gotta wait another week to try it. So once I started hosting, the hosting and comedy, that took me out the door with it. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm good with it.
And then you throw in social media too, because in the 90s or something, the open mics were probably more relevant. But now with social media, it's like you get to try stuff out at the beginning of all your videos.
Yeah.
That's like your thing. You'll tell a joke and then you'll be like, "Oh shit, we live,"
Yeah.
which is dope because that's like branding too. But it's also hitting them with something funny out the gate.
Nah,
like
for
instead
real.
of like waiting for it.
Not for real. They're like, what the hell? What did he just say?
Yeah, exactly. And it seems like there's a lot of similarities between like you said, being a rapper or being a comedian, because even those open mics, you might be performing for 10 people, but if you get good content of you performing on stage in the environment or
Yeah.
whatever, you could reach 1 million people online.
Come on,
and
especially if it's
builds it
good.
up. Do you like edit your own content?
Yep. For me, that it's soothing. I was just telling my boy Dusty that like editing the content for me is soothing, because like you get to see your vision come to life. Like if I let
And you keep hold of it, where it's like if another editor edits it, they might not like get exactly what you see up here, but it gives you control kind of it.
Yeah, I've been incentivized like, you ain't get that, bro. You chopped it too close, and it may be good, but it's just like it's like fixing your favorite sandwich that you always make. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like you fix it the way you always want it. You may let somebody else do it. You be like, it don't taste the same.
Mm-hmm. No, that's real. Uh, when you started editing content, just because it's hard, a lot of artists don't realize like that you need to be able to do that, because it's like you could have the best song in the world, but if you're not handling social media and like the marketing and stuff,
Yeah.
uh, it's almost like not going to be seen. So like, how did you learn to edit your own stuff?
Uh, I gotta take you back to Warren Central. So I was in video class, my junior and senior year, and we used to edit with, I think, A- Avid Pro, Avid Pro.
Avid is Pro Tools.
Uh,
Premiere Pro is the.
yeah. So this is back in like
Oh yeah.
2008 and '09, where like I don't know if they was,
Before.
yeah, like it was like
Yeah.
Adobe and some Avid.
Yeah.
And we used to have to like, man, shoot the videos, then put the, man, this is some old ass terminology. We had these little tapes. You gotta shoot the video, then once you got the tape, you gotta put it in the system, let it render, and then you got the footage in the system. And then once you got the footage in the system, now you got it on the computer, and you just going through and you gotta chop and edit. Then you got the sound. You gotta take the sound and put the sound in there, because the sound is on the whole, man. It was a whole thing. And now you can do it all on your phone. Shh.
Yeah.
I was playing with iMovie when I did music. I tried to shoot my own music video. Trash. But I tried.
Mm-hmm.
But with the content, they kind of make it, if you know what you're going for, it makes it a little easy. Like just chopping it. Cause I would do like reaction videos. Last year I was doing reaction videos where I would just like, if I seen something, I just get online and start talking about it. And people was like, man, hey man, how you do it? Like just snap, snap, snap. And I was watching other people do it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, okay, how can I make my videos look like theirs? And trial and error.
Yeah, that's the biggest part, is your first one's always going to be trash, and a lot of people will like not do it because they think their first one's trash, or like give up because their first one's trash, but that's just how you learn,
Yeah,
like with anything, even in here, like your first song's not going to be as good as like your 100th song, and
exactly.
same with content, and stuff changes. Like, do you use CapCut on your phone?
I used to use CapCut. Now I use the Instagram edits.
Hmm.
Yep.
What and it's probably the same, where it's like each week they add new stuff and new features to make it more powerful, like
Yeah.
what all you can do with it.
Man, once I found out what you can do on CapCut, I said, oh yeah, man, I be telling people, hey bro, because I didn't know this when I did music. Like had I known I did music, probably would have never hopped into what I'm doing now. But like, but just editing and knowing man, you can take it, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Like you just really got to play with it and have the time and the patience to sit there and see your vision come through.
Yeah. And for an artist or any creator, when you're trying to get daily content, you almost have to find a way to be able to do it yourself. Like where you said, like if I see something, I want to be able to make content to make it hit,
Yeah.
But if you had to like, schedule with the videographer, pay $300, like it's a music video, just to do like a reaction video, it makes it a lot harder than if you like learn that skill yourself.
Hell yeah, man. And then when you do got a videographer, like it took me a while to get one, because like the timing, like you want to do a video right now, they can't be available right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Uh, you may be out and about and like, hey man, I need one. But now, shoot, hey, when I call, we gotta roll.
Yeah.
And if you can't, man, so many people been videographers for on the scene TV. When I was doing the Pacer stuff, man, hey, hold this camera real quick. Hold this camera. Reporting live.
No, but that's real though, and that's like that's like what people don't always see too, is like how you have to just make it happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta just make shit work, even
Yeah.
though it's not like all the way official, like CBS would do the news, but really you're reporting on stuff that's like your own lane, you know, and it's super valuable.
Heck yeah.
What do you think the most like fun thing you've gotten to do with the on the scene TV so far is?
Um, the most fun. I ain't gonna cap. I like when I pull up to the hood functions and everybody just lit, cause it's an energy that's unmatched. Like seeing it online is one thing, but actually being in the middle of it, like sometimes when on the scene TV is there, ain't no violence going on. Everybody just happy because it's like the news and they just want to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like even when I'm downtown, like on the scene, there's been one time where I was doing on the scene TV and somebody started shooting and I didn't even hear the shots. I just saw people running. And I'm like, oh, like so somebody and this the chain reaction. I'm interviewing somebody and he didn't hear no shots either. All he did was see people run. He was like, all right, and took off running. I'm like, what the hell going on? But between that and the finals was a fun time. Oh, that was a fun time.
Yeah, the whole city was on fire during the finals. It's crazy it came down to the last one too. 'Cause
Man,
I feel like if we had won, that the city wouldn't have even known what to do because it's never happened. You know?
man, never.
Yeah, it would have been crazy.
We'd have been turned.
Are you planning anything for like the Colts coming up, since that's kind of like, you know, the Pacers?
Man, this Sunday I'm outside 8:00. I forget what street it's on. But I will be outside the first tailgate. I'm trying to get in on them tailgates. So with basketball it's a little bit different. With football, you got the tailgates, you got the outside. You know what I'm saying? Like they get a little routed up for football.
Yeah, I think it's just more people too, like stadium wise and stuff.
Heck yeah.
If somebody wanted to get on the scene TV to help like promote their event, how do they go about getting you to do it?
I made a flyer, a nice flyer. I put a lot of work into my flyer and told people to go to onthescenetv@gmail.com. And they still be hitting me up in my inbox, but wherever they can reach me at, they get a hold for the for promo. And literally, like when I say wherever in traffic, hey, skirt, on the same TV, man. Hey man, hey, pull over here. I need to holler at you real quick.
Yeah, I've seen it here where you got recognized just by people in here. You know, you're like they know you just because of the brand you built and like the image and everything.
Hell yeah.
No, that's tight. What was it like when you first saw it like picking up? Like when you that first video that got like more views than you were expecting, did it like motivate you to see that?
Yeah. Because all right, so when we first started doing on the scene TV, we was doing it off my boy Boo Money platform.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Boo Money, he's been on here in the past.
And then once I started doing it on my platform, because his platform is a little bit bigger than mine, it was hard trying to see those numbers still, and I just kept on going. It wasn't until I want to say the Watermelon Man. It was some viral fight with the Watermelon Man on 30th and Shaylin.
What is that? Explain that, because I don't know that I saw that one.
So with the Watermelon Man, not 30th and Shaylin, 30th and Sherman, is a guy to be on the corner selling his watermelons. Apparently, someone taped the video while they was in their car of like somebody fighting the Watermelon Man.
Damn.
And I was like, all right, bet if he up there, I'm gonna pull up there and get an interview real quick, see what happened, you know. And because the video was viral, so I get up there and I talk to dude. It wasn't the person that was in the fight; it was his brother. And I talked to him, and when we did the video, that bad boy went viral. A lot of people, man, hey man, I remember you from the Watermelon Man. Okay, appreciate it, man. My lips was so ashy in that video. I would hope people don't remember me from the Watermelon Man.
But that's a good idea, and that's getting after it too, because like you said, if something happens, you gotta jump on it like as fast as the news would be at some
Yeah,
bullshit, you know?
cause man, they be out there.
Yeah.
They be out there, man. Somebody get killed. Man, the news be out there. The person still laying down. They ain't even picked the body up yet. I'm like, who called y'all?
Yeah. That is facts. And so what is it like, what's like the ideal thing you'd want to cover? Like if something happened today that was like your dream thing, what would it be?
Um, I think I like to cover like, cause I don't cover crime.
Mhm.
We don't cover crime and we don't cover violence. So anything like
Unless it's the Watermelon Man.
even then it was funny. I know I found out how to turn uh a bad situation into a like all right, someone fight, like it was a female fighting a man and he was just like, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like, all right, man, keep your damn hands off the Watermelon Man.
Yeah.
I knew how to make it funny, but with certain cities, especially Indianapolis, because it's so small, not everybody wants you laughing at their pain.
Right, right.
So even though certain things that do good numbers, man, I still live here. I be at the gas station, toes out. I can't run in slides with my toes out. I don't want no smoke.
Mhm.
So I try to keep it neutral when it comes to the violence. But if it was anything today, maybe if the strip club was giving out free chicken wings and lap dances on the scene TV, got to cover that. I got to be there.
Yeah. Which I know Mob Fam, he's having a party for his album release that we've been working on. That might be,
So
it might, I don't know if there's gonna be free chicken wings, but there might
but
be
listen, so is you who I need to talk to about that, about getting in there?
I can send him your info.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah,
Maybe we could hook it up or something.
Yeah, I need, because it's this Saturday, right?
Yeah, I believe September 5th and 6th.
Yeah. Okay. So this Friday. When are they doing?
I don't know exactly what they're doing, but it sounds like they're going a couple days or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I heard about the ass shaking contest, and on the scene TV, you got to be there for that. I said that's a lot of money, and it's gonna be a lot of women trying to claim that money.
But it's dope, and like you said, it's like the news does cover that almost for clickbait. It's like they don't really give a fuck who got shot or whatever. They're
Yep.
just doing a scary headline to get
Yeah.
people to click on it. Where
Yep.
it's like that's not even really good for the community. All it does is make people think Indianapolis is like shitty. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Where what you do is shining like an actually good light on it, which is tight. You know?
Yeah. And some people think like, oh man, that's ghetto. You gotta think this is Indianapolis. There's only a certain amount that's not to say ghetto, but it's not non-impoverished. You know what I'm saying? Like the east side is poverty, bro. The west side is poverty. What the fuck we supposed to be doing?
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like most people don't own these houses. If we can come together and have a good time and spend money within each other, that's what I'm about.
Yeah.
And when I'm on at Riverside, you got black people in their old schools. You got people out here vending, selling food. The black dollar is circulating. It's almost like it's people having a good time, but it's a business. Versus when you go downtown, and we can get a little rowdy, but there's a way to doing things. Like when the finals was here, the police had to police thousands of people, and they did it respectfully. They wasn't out here yelling at folks. They was letting people party and do their thing. What happened to that energy?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to black people, Asians, Mexican, white people? We spend a lot of money when we go downtown, and the energy be off because like when we come out, it's like, oh shit, the police got all this mace and shit. Like, hey man, we just trying to have a good time. Like we because the city ain't stopped turning down since the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Every weekend is something going on. Everything is turned up. Like when people say this is Indiana's year, this is literally our year. Like Indiana been turned, and we ain't stop.
Yeah, and I feel like I've felt it even in the rap scene, but I'm sure it's the same with the comedians too. That like as more national people are mentioning Indianapolis, even if they're talking about the Indianapolis fever or some shit,
Yeah,
that being so viral, it's like rising tide lifts all boats
Yeah.
type thing, you know.
Heck yeah.
And then if you find smart ways to kind of capitalize on it, especially when you're just being yourself anyway, like that's how you're gonna win, you know. Like
Man, for
this
real.
is tight to see. But just since you mentioned the downtown, because I know like right now or like in the last months or whatever, it's like it has a bad reputation of like, oh, it's only kids hanging out downtown and they're up to no good and stuff.
Yeah.
But when I'm downtown, it doesn't even seem like that at all.
You
Like
don't
I never was like, oh, look, we could stay away from those 50 kids mobbing down the street. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
I mean, they probably are there. Maybe I'm not there that much downtown or whatever in the middle of the night or whatever. But what would you have to say to the people that see the news and think that it's all scary and shit?
Man, okay, perfect example. When they said they had a mass shooting downtown, I was right there interviewing. I didn't hear the gunshots. They're like, it was so loud, you just saw people running. Mass shooting where? 2 people got killed in 2 separate instances, 2 separate, you know what I'm saying? Which was bad, which was horrible. But a mass shooting is when you got a person with a gun and they just shooting any and everybody and bullets is flying. It's not a mass shooting. And
But
even
it's their headline.
it's their headline to scare. Like when you got the police down there, one time I was down there and I showed it. They walked us down peacefully.
What do you mean? Like describe?
Man, the
what happened.
police formed a line. They formed a line across the street and got everybody from an area peacefully. They walked us down. Hey guys, we're getting out of here. All right, we're getting out of here. Come on, guys. And they just kept on. Cause who's gonna go against the police? So all everybody's doing is pushing back. What happened in that tactic?
Yeah.
Who's fighting y'all? Why do y'all gotta use excessive force? You know what I'm saying? I personally seen y'all do a good job. And when it comes to the kids, man, you got so many police that's not paying attention to all these young people out here. Like, and it's a right. Hey, man, hey, how old are y'all? Are y'all grown enough to be out here? Cause I see it, and when I see it, man, them little YNs ain't worried about me. They be downtown just roaming around, and do they need somewhere else to be? Maybe. But the police ain't doing a good job of that until something happens. Why y'all let all these people? It was a 4th of July weekend. Why is all these folks down here and y'all just standing around? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, now we got to do this. Nah, it's like they wait for something to happen to put something in place. I feel like.
Well, it's like and then they'll use something that happens to make a big headline about it. Then they'll like branch off of that headline, even though it wasn't really exactly what even happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. There's always a lot of problems and shit going on, but
man.
But it's good to hear different sides of it. You know, it's like how we were saying, like it's like you're like the news, but like in a positive way, and it's like sometimes the news only frames it one way. You know, which is weird.
It sucks. It definitely sucks. Even like when we were winning the finals, like what was the news to come on Georgia Street and get like the crowd and all that? They stay where they was safe at. They get in it. I get it, but they nah. I ain't gonna get. I'm a recorders having a good time, safe. Even if something bad happened, cause like here go the thing right here. If something bad happened, you put it out there. People like to watch. It's something about us that we want to watch it. A fight, everybody gonna watch that fight and share it. Share. Now this one little fight that the people in the fight, man, are healed from their wounds. They didn't think about the fight, but that fight's still on the internet, and now it's just circulating. Like one of my videos, I rather people see a circulating video, everybody having a good time. People gonna talk about it. People gonna find a negative things to say, but guess what? Didn't nobody get hurt? Didn't no fight break out? Everybody went home safe.
Yeah. When I've noticed that too, even just on my own platform or whatever, where it's like social media is built for hate. It's not built to be like, yeah, I like that. Keep it.
Yeah,
It's like built to start an argument in the comment section, or like have people trash whatever
yeah.
video, or like you said, it's not a coincidence like the videos of people getting killed go viral or whatever, but yet you can't smoke weed on
You
Instagram.
come
It's
on,
like,
man.
what's going
I
on,
don't get it, bro.
But I feel like that's part of the algorithm. Like that's part of how it's designed, because they know it's like a psychological thing where people look when something's happening,
Yeah,
but it's like they've used that, and then when that's all you see all day, your head's fucked up,
it's so messed up. Like I don't even like to watch the news. When you watch the news, it's bad, bad,
Depressing.
bad, 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 bad. One
Yeah.
thing
And then
good.
they'll cut to like a dog or something, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And be like,
You're like,
yeah,
what? Like Indianapolis can't be that bad.
yeah,
And you be having people like, ain't nothing to do here. Psh, watch me show you.
yeah. So for the young person, especially in Indianapolis, a lot of young people want to be content creators, right? And a lot of them would look up to what you're doing and say, I want to be like that. Even though I'm sure to you, it's like, I still want to reach up here, but there are people that look up to where you are and want to be where you are. So what advice could you give them, to be kind of where you are now?
Stay consistent, and cause it ain't all about me. I have a dope friend group. Like my boy Dusty, he been with me since the beginning. Trusky, she been with me since the beginning.
Shout out Chersky. She was on the podcast too.
My mama, my homegirl Queen Quamo. We been rocking out like since the beginning of our comedy careers. And with everybody, it's like different. It's different. So like, um, when you got great friends, you become a product of great friends. Like I used to hang around people that didn't have the same purpose that I did. And that don't mean that they were like not for me. They just didn't have the same purpose. Like the people I hang around now, like we're shooting films. Like Dusty is a real motherfucking videographer, photographer. Trusky is a real like storyteller when it comes to writing, bro. Like silly, like pen game silly, like in directing, like she got a crazy ass vision. Quamo, she's one of the best comedians I know, and the fact that like this is my friend, it's like damn. So all these people around me, like when I'm doing something, it's like all right, bet everybody around me is doing something, and it's like when you got your piece, you hold on to your piece, and everybody around you they got their pieces. But when you got people that don't really have that, you don't really know you can't call this person and get some advice from them because they're not in that same field as you. You may can't call that person and versus you having people on your team like, man, Trusky, hey bro, hey, and you know you got friends. Your friend, this how your friends come at you. Hey bro, you doing your thing. Listen, let me give you this advice, and I take the advice, and this shit helped me. This shit helped me. Swear to
Yeah.
God, like, hey, you was motherfucking right. Appreciate it, sis. I appreciate you. Queen Quavo, hey, bro, hey, I love what you're doing. Hey, hey, that shit worked. And so, like, when you got friends that can contribute to what you're doing and you staying consistent, like, I just tell everybody, like, stay consistent and find like-minded friends because that matters. That matters so much. When you got like-minded friends, y'all can go far, so far.
And it's a team. Like I saw it when you guys were filming here. It was tight to. I think I said it like 5 times, but like it's tight to see you guys working as a team because it's not easy. There's like when you guys were here, you were filming a TV show, and a lot of people want to do TV shows, but there's so many moving pieces involved with that. Like just let alone scheduling everybody to be here at the
Yeah,
same time, but then to see y'all like, and you weren't on the scene TV. You were helping with the audio. Like you were of value to the team too,
yeah.
doing what the team needed, not just being Rich V the comedian, but it's like you were helping the team too, and like finding just putting all those pieces together
Hell yeah.
is not easy. And like if you're doing it with people you hate, it's not gonna happen.
Man, you got people, and they think they all that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You like, nah, shit. When you got people like, shit, hey, my boy Dusty is all that. My homegirl, my sis Trusky, she is that. Queen Quamo is that. You know what I'm saying? And you have you don't feel away saying that. You know what I'm saying? When you got genuine friends and y'all all on that same page, you don't think less of your friends. You think highly, and your friends think highly of you. It's almost like a fucking porn contest. Not really a contest, but everybody just pouring into you, pouring into you, pouring into you, pouring into you. Hey nigga, you good? You good as hell. Hey man, I like what you did. I like what you did too. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I couldn't ask for a better circle.
No, I know what you're saying. And then if you keep kind of one up, and the whole team's growing, you know,
Yeah.
which is cool. Do you was it like Warren Central that helped you even know how to do like audio for like a TV show like that? Or
Yep.
did you have to learn that on your own?
Nope. So we used to do the soundboards. So Warren had the damn, I forget what the Warren announcement used to be called. But
Like the news for the school,
for the school. Yep. So we had the news for the school, and I never wanted to be on the camera. I wanted to learn how to run the soundboard, because soundboard, they had like a list of instrumentals you could play at the end of the show.
Mm.
And I always wanted to play Lemonade
Oh,
by
the Gucci?
Man. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
that- yeah.
I was like, man, hey,
That was a hit too.
Yeah,
At the
what?
back, yeah.
I'm gonna take it out with Lemonade. And the one time I seen the show ran a few times, I was like, all right, bet. And I got to run the soundboard that one time because somebody didn't come in. And I ran the soundboard, and I was like, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. And then I took radio too. So radio really got my boots wet. And then my uncle, shout out Uncle Ronnie. My uncle was a DJ, but old school. I'm talking about, he got like 6, 7 different pieces of equipment. Ain't none of them the same brand. Like to
Like
DJ.
real vinyl stuff.
Yeah, man, what? He got this Panasonic, this Sony, this is something else, this is something else. But yeah, and then there's something about sound. Something about the sound. So once I did the sound at Warren, I went to college too. I went to college for radio broadcasting. In the college, I worked on a country radio station by myself, and you just got to know your controls and all that, and it's kind of fun. It's a little fun.
What was that like? Because as an audio engineer, I don't even know what exactly that would mean. Like working with a radio station doing sound.
So basically, you got your own air. You got your track list, and most of the time, you can either cue a song, or it's just playing. You can just let it play on the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going song to song, and then you like sometimes you come on the air and give your announcements. Like, all right, I ain't did this in a while. How y'all doing? It's your boy. And I've always said it's your boy. They was like, why do you say that? I'm like, I don't know.
It's branding.
Yeah. I'm like, it's your boy Tyron Belton, and we right here at WEDM, and I'm about to read y'all announcements for the day. And I actually won top 5 in the state of Indiana, but I came in 5th place too once I got to the competition. Cause hey man, them people came with gun smoke. Shout out to the J. Everett Light Center. It's at North Central. I think I messed it up. But hey, them people from North Central, they radio folks. One dude came in there, he was like, hey, how are you doing? I was like, how old is he? He got, man, what? Not the Quiet Storm? I lost to the Quiet Storm. Yeah. Hey, I'm Heather. Lost to Heather.
Have you seen The Ladies Man?
Yep.
The movie?
Yeah.
That's like what I'm picturing.
Nah, for real. Heck yeah. Yeah.
No, that's tight. And I've heard of those schools now. Like I've helped with the Arsenal one, but I've heard North Central, I've heard Carmel and Warren Central and Pike and different places. They have whole music production programs now where you can learn to make beats, learn to engineer, and if you're an artist, you can probably get free studio time there, working with your friends.
They should have had that shit when I went there.
Right.
Because listen, I almost got expelled. So Lil Wayne was my big influence back then, and I was doing music, and I would tell them I was making PSAs in a work studios. The whole time I'm in there recording music. I done found out how to record, how to put the instrumental on there and record under it on the micro. Man, what? I got my own studio in 11th grade.
Yeah.
Man, I'm charging people to come through there after
For
school.
real?
Man, this one dude almost got me. Cause he want to do like the Lil Wayne, the little light up sound. This nigga lit up a blunt, and I said, "Nigga, this is school."
That's crazy.
It's like, you can't smoke in here. Hell no, you can't smoke in here. But I ended up getting caught. Mr. Hen caught my ass. I was in there finishing up my song because I had a mixtape about to drop. I had recorded a mixtape, and Mr. Hen came in there and he was like, he had these damn Skechers that you can rock back and forth. He's like, what are you doing in here, Mr. Belton? And I was like, nothing. He was like, this don't sound like you're making a PSA. And I was like, and I had, but nope. By this time, I was selling my mixtapes, and somebody had got my CD and gave it to him. And he once he did this, I said, "How'd you get that?" He was like, "Someone gave it to me. Let's come to the class. Let's see what you've been working on." And he played that motherfucking CD in front of the whole class. And man, my boy Shorty can tell you, man. Hey, I was so embarrassed. I cussed every other word, but I'm talking my biggest shit. You hear me? And he just looked at me rocking, like he was like, he took it out. He was like, let's see what the principal thinks about this. I'm like, oh my god, man, this is it. This is it. Damn, this is it. And everybody just listening. Mind you, people in the class don't even listen to rap music. They just looking up like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I'm glad they got that because, man.
What did the principal say?
The principal, after I told my side of the story. They was like, so why would you do this? I was like, man, I got real.
Why would you record yourself on a microphone and beat?
Yeah,
like,
you know,
what?
I'm like, I just got real dreams of being a rapper. Like, so I would shoot my own music videos. We shot a music video, swear to God, we shot a music video for spring break, and they wouldn't put it on the air because we had on wife beaters. And they didn't want to promote people. I said, but it's outside of school. They said, yeah, but we can't promote wife beaters in school. Man, man, they don't know what we did for that. This was before drones. I'm talking about my boy coming through the neighborhood. I didn't use my stepdad's ladder to get on the roof with the school camera so I can pan him driving into the neighborhood. Like, and they didn't want to put our stuff up there. I said, man. And man, it was we used the T.I. The King of the South beat. I was like, everybody asking what we doing for the break. I tell them, oh man, but that was some good days, boy.
No, that's crazy. And as a teacher, you can't be mad at that either. It's like you're doing extra credit.
Yeah,
you know?
This is extra credit.
But what'd you charge? What were you charging the other people?
I was I think I wasn't charging nobody. Like maybe like $10, $20, man. Hey man, you come out of school. Only 2 people came to mess with me before I got caught. But I was headed on a good start. I was headed, cause when I got to college, I did the same thing in college. Now y'all know. I did the same. I didn't get caught in college though. Cause you know how hard a studio was to come by in 2010?
Mm-hmm.
Like the technology wasn't like we got today.
Like Cubase and
yeah.
bullshit, yeah.
Like I'm like, hey bro, hey, I'm in a production room, and in college they had studios, but they wasn't renting them out to the students like that. I'm like, man, I got a whole studio, man. Y'all just let me know. And I had some hard. This nigga from St. Louis, cold. I'm talking about. Only thing I couldn't do was throw auto tune on there, cause we with school computer, you know what I mean. But hey, I was like, if you got some bars, hey, come see me. Broadcasting building.
No, that's dope. Because I've seen that too. Like, you know, I would record friends growing up, and I remember like when I was in college at Ball State, I would try to sneak into the music department because I wasn't in like the music thing, and they would lock all the studios and
all
shit.
locked up.
Yeah, and then and I would go to like my friend's dorm to record like bullshit.
Yeah,
you know, but that's kind of. Sort of, that's not how I got started, but that was like part of the beginning of it.
Man,
you know?
for real. Them
and
days.
that shows your entrepreneurial skills because you're talking about editing video, recording, editing sound, doing sound for the news TV
Yeah.
stuff. And it's like, it shows from that early age, kind of either you're gonna make it happen or you're not,
No, for real. And I was always intrigued. Like with the media, I was like, I was supposed to be on the radio now. Cause back then we had Rec One. I wanted to be this. B Swift was coming up because I remember I seen B Swift at the expo one year, and I was like, all right. I was like, where Rec One at though? Cause we just hear who's on from 6 to 10, Rec One. And I was like, I want to be like DJ Rec One. And then so when I went to school for broadcasting, I was doing my thing, and I had no listeners. And then when I got to college was what made me realize, like, okay, I can really do this. I just gotta make it past these couple years, and then I dropped out. Maybe one of the dumbest decisions or smartest decisions. I don't know, but
Well, it's weird. Like I've noticed it too, working here, being an audio engineer. If you pay to go to college for an audio engineer thing and you spend 20 to 40 grand or whatever, it probably costs more than that now or
yeah,
whatever. But and then you still get out of school without much experience, and then you're still looking to intern at a studio where it's like, if you get the skills and you kind of get what they're teaching you and then you run with it as like an entrepreneur, the
yeah,
sky's the limit.
not for
You're
real.
not like depending on, because nobody cares about a piece of paper, like it, at least in like engineering or
Yeah,
whatever. They care about like, what have you done, who have
yeah,
you worked with or whatever,
swear.
like what's your, like what can you actually do, because just graduating doesn't mean that much, and it's
Like just got
weird.
out of college. Okay.
Yeah, well, and just in general, I mean, like, doctors or somebody, you want a doctor that goes to college, but a lot of the stuff, it seems like a scam. Like
Man, what?
because the price keeps going up, but it's not like they teach you more and more,
Yeah, like,
Where'd you go
why
to
am I?
school? I'm
I
just
went.
curious.
I went to Vincent's. I wanted to
Vincent.
go to Ball State. I wanted to go to Ball State, but here go the thing, right? They told me that the freshmen couldn't touch the equipment,
Mm.
and I had
That sucks too, because
yeah,
it's
I had a
like,
problem with that. They was like, you gotta wait until your sophomore or junior year until you get hands on. I said, what the fuck they gonna have us doing?
learning classical music.
Yeah, like
Like you'll take those music classes where it's like, can you identify this Bach song or this Beethoven? You're like, what? I'm not trying to do the symphony.
yeah,
It's like all their music program is geared to teach you how to work with a symphony,
yeah,
not like what you want it. Because there's so many other paths.
yeah. I'm trying to be in the studio with Ti and them. I don't need this.
I wish I had known. Even then, I didn't like. I dropped out of high school like when I was like 16 or something, and like I would record friends, but like I wish I knew that like I could engineer full time in
Yeah,
Indiana. Like I would have been doing it a long time ago if like I'd known. Or like even the school having like a music production program that that'd be a. It's just nice to know stuff you want to do, you can do.
yeah,
Because it
hell
felt
yeah.
like, oh, you got to like, yeah, music is just a hobby, or whatever. When it's like there's so many other paths you can take it.
Nah, for real, especially with the engineer, man.
Hmm.
Engineers, y'all like the engine in the car. Don't nothing
Yeah,
move without the engineer. And you a cold one, Drew. Cause man, hey, I met some engineers. One time I was in Atlanta, bro. I met this engineer on Facebook Marketplace. The worst place to meet an
I was
engineer.
gonna say that sounds like a red flag.
Man, what? I'm just looking to record some music. And they was like, yeah, come on to the crib. I got a studio. I get over to the
The
crib.
second red flag.
Man, I get over there and I'm like, first of all, they had a microphone, like a performance microphone.
Oh,
Like,
like yeah, yeah,
like
like one of
one of
those.
these.
Yeah,
I was like, you want me? They're like, yeah, it's gonna sound good. I'm like,
yeah.
nah, man. So I'm record. First of all, they need their money up front. We do the set. I give them the money. We get in there, and there's like oh yeah, no, halfway through the set, I was like, why it sound like that? There's like, oh yeah, I don't know how to mix. You gotta take it somewhere else to get mixed,
Damn. That's
bro.
how they do it in Atlanta in like bigger markets. So it's like they charge to record, and then it's like
Yeah,
$300 to mix and
Uh,
$300 to master
bro.
it.
As street as X, it's straight. To, you gotta still take it to somewhere else to get mixed. I'm like, that's it. unless you bring your engineer there and then he mix everything for you. I said, oh yeah, y'all boys.
Street Execs is the Pink House, right? The 2 Chainz Pink House thing.
I thought it was blue.
I don't know. They might have different
Yeah.
ones, but I've seen that too, where they pay crazy to record it, and I've seen this like they sent it to me to mix, and it wasn't recorded right. It was
Yeah.
like it was like barely audible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like what am I supposed to do? You
Man,
know?
what?
But no, that's the type of shit you just gotta go through, you know, because it's not always gonna be like perfect. It's like it's the trial and error, you know.
Man, what? I tried to be my own engineer. I went and bought my little Focusrite mixer and my what kind of mic I had? I had a cool little mic. It wasn't a Focusrite. I forget what kind of microphone it was, and a laptop. But after one night, I said, yeah, man, fuck this shit. I'ma just go and keep on paying my little 50 and keep on going to my boy. Cause man, y'all got a meticulous job. Like editing is one thing, but hearing sound and checking the levels and all that, yeah, y'all got it. You
Yeah.
got that. Now I will say, like when you're doing film and you checking it's maybe the same thing, but not really, cause you got the mic. And ain't nobody trying to sing.
You're not gonna add auto tune, but even from what you did here, I remember just hearing when you guys were doing it that there was like a take you noticed the audio was messed up and you had to
Yeah.
like redo it or whatever.
Hell yeah.
But that is, like you say, it's like that's like an important part of it that could make or break it. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
if it's bad audio, the viewer is gonna realize it right away.
You be like, what the fuck is that sound?
Yeah.
What's that?
Even on this, like so many times there'll be like a little buzz or something, or one
Yeah.
of the mics will go out. Like there's so many things that could go wrong with it. Even
Yeah.
right now, it might not be recording. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be checking it. Let me actually check both these, because sometimes the cameras be stopping too. You know, it's always
Man,
it could
what?
always be something.
One stop?
Let me grab this other charger real quick.
Okay, bet. How am I doing, folks? We're there talking away. Huh? What? Shh. Yeah.
We were talking about it. I had a feeling.
Like, hold on now.
It's plugged in, but it's still dying. Oh, I guess it's not all the way plugged in. You see that? The little things like sticking out.
Yeah.
Shit. But no, we'll still be good because, like I said, it's almost every time something that will go wrong something that can go wrong will go wrong. You know. But
I done pulled up to events. Mic's not charged. The light done broke off the camera. The light ain't charged. You be like, damn. I'm on my second case of microphones. I gotta buy another one. Them damn pool parties, man. Man, I lost the mic. I said, how I lose a microphone? I go back out to the mic chilling with the ass. The mic was like, hey man, you can leave me where I'm at.
Yeah, that's crazy. One time, one of the first podcasts we did, it was like the biggest, possibly one of the biggest ones. My guy, CEO Keys, he's like Ludacris's head engineer of like his whole sound
Yeah.
team. I paid for studio time in Atlanta to record it, paid the videographer, everything. and then it's like it wasn't recording the whole time, and it was like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? But shit happens, you know.
Shit happens,
Yeah, you just gotta roll with it.
man, for real.
Yeah, but all right. So I know the show's kind of under wraps, right? Like you don't want us to talk too much about the show, or do you?
No, we can't talk about the show. Damn it.
Well, I'm just interested. Like, can you just say a little like what it is you guys are doing?
Okay. we had a we had a show. Well, I was a part of a show at the time. My sis, like now I can say we. At the time though, Trusky had pressure. Pressure went up, and all I can say is this next one is for the Pressure fans. They've been asking for years, when y'all doing another one? When y'all doing another one? When y'all doing another one? This is y'all other one. This y'all another one.
That's tight. Cause yeah, I've heard people talk about that too, and there's so much value in that right now too, cause you never know. Like if you guys keep grinding, there's so many platforms that are needing content, you know,
Yeah,
and just having something of Indianapolis, like that's not only in Hollywood or only in Atlanta or whatever.
yeah.
It's like that. People should get behind that. You know, I think it'll be dope to see what happens with that.
Oh yeah. And it's one of them things too. Like people are being more receptive to it. Like uh, as far as like people like locations and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not we getting a lot of yeses. We ain't getting a lot of no's. You know what I'm saying? And that makes it easier when you filming and you getting a lot of locations. Like, hey, I do sound, but sis, she got like 8 jobs.
Hmm.
She got like 8 jobs, if not more.
It's not easy. Like everybody thinks, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna make a movie one day or whatever. Like I'm one of those people. I'm talking about myself. You know what I mean? But just and even writing a script is hard on its own 100 ways or whatever. But then like just all the different steps to do it independently really is something that will
Yeah,
set y'all apart. Because you know, I'm sure 100 other people said like, let's make a show here, and like only about one is gonna do it. You know?
man, for real. I done heard it so many times. Hey man, hey bro, I got this. I'm getting this together. Hey man, and not that I be doubting, but me having a friend that does this, I be like, you better have your hands full,
Yeah.
cause she be having her hands full, over full, and like to handle different. You got writing the script, scheduling everybody out, reaching out to everybody, running practices, uh, making sure that everyone's punctual, going over the storyline, read,
Making sure the angles are
yeah,
right,
yeah, making sure
the
the angle's right,
locations.
making sure it sound right. Like yeah, like we got our individual jobs too, but like she's making sure the vision stays the vision, and that man, I know
Yeah.
by the end of the day, boy, hey. Need a damn pedicure, grapes. Give me some grapes, something, man. Hey, she be doing a lot. She do a lot.
Yeah. And that's where but independently, you know, it's not like guaranteed anything will pay off, but when it does pay off and you do all that together, you know, that's like the ownership of it. Then you're not like you didn't give away all your rights for a label to help you pop or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
it's kind of like the same in music or whatever. It's like the more you can handle all that independently, the more value you're actually building for yourself, you
hell
know, which
yeah,
is tight.
hell
So,
yeah.
what do you I asked this kind of all the guests, but what do you want your legacy to be as on the scene TV as a comedian and just as Rich?
Um, I want my legacy to be that guy that believed in himself and never stopped. Like, cause there's gonna be other ventures. Right now is just right now it's on the scene TV. The comedy ain't gonna stop. Not saying on the scene TV is ever gonna stop, but is it's outgrowing me so fast. It's not outgrowing me, but I'm growing, but on the scene TV is because that it's growing, bro. It's growing so big, like it's scary to think about, like what what I want it to be versus what it can actually be.
Mm.
Um, so yeah,
Well, and it is the comedy too, because each time you start off
yeah,
with like a joke, and it's the mix of it.
hell yeah, hell yeah. Definitely got the mix. Definitely got to keep me in there. But yeah, like I want my legacy to be like, man, hey, he worked his ass off for it. Like nothing was ever really given. Like I'm like me and sis was talking about, like, you remember when everybody was getting the PPP loans?
Mm-hmm.
We wanted one so
I
bad.
fucked up by not getting one. I should have got two of them.
Man, oh my god, and then like now, like hindsight looking back, you seeing like what we've done without it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let you know, like, man, hey, when you believe in yourself and you got a team that believe within, you can get so much done. That money, like, yeah, you need the money to do certain things, but you build something that money can't buy.
Yeah, that's facts. Even for rappers, if you could have 100K, but most artists, especially like here where the business side isn't all the way together, they wouldn't even know where to put it. If you put it in an Instagram ad on bad content, it's not going to do well.
It's not gonna
And
do well.
there's so many ways you can waste money, but if you can make good content, that's the core of it.
Yeah,
And that's what's basically free.
man.
But yeah, that's real. So, do you remember any of your raps
Hell yeah.
from like? Yeah, can you spit one of your raps for us?
Uh, let me think. You put me on the spot. Uh, uh, I'm trying to think of the song in my head. Remember when the check wasn't enough for me? Got my son for the weekend and barely had enough to eat. Said fuck that. Grind harder like I'm a Carter. 2 weeks later, I'm on 38 with my Charger. Who said that the boy Rich is not a baller? Who said that the boy Ninja is not a baller? Damn.
No, you good. You good.
Took so many losses it bothered me as a father. Fell down on.
We got Trusky come in and spit it. She's helping him out.
I ain't not rushing. It's my song. Keep grinding.
That shows the teamwork though. Like even the fact of y'all showing up here today, you aren't filming the show or whatever, but just the fact you move as a team and like his words, and probably vice versa too.
Yeah,
That's the shit you can't buy either.
man, you can't. And we was talking about that, like the importance of a team. Like a lot of people want a team. A lot of people want a team.
A lot of people want people to do it for them too. Where they think like all I need to do is a manager and they handle everything.
Yeah.
Where it's
I used to want a manager, and it took somebody to ask me this question. All right, what do you have to manage?
Mm.
And I'm like, well, I do got the. I guess I don't need one right now.
That's super real though, because you do need to develop your own business, have your own hands full to the point you have a business for somebody to manage. 'Cause
Yeah,
if you expect them to build it for you, it's theirs. You know what I mean?
for real.
But yeah, do you have upcoming stuff?
Yeah. We got a show in Vegas. Well, cause I know by the time this air, they ain't gonna know about the show this Friday. But October 19th and 20th, and I think October 18th and 19th, we in Vegas. We got me and Queen Quamo. We got 2 shows in Vegas. We got it's 1 bar, 2 shows, 2 nights. Hold on, I gotta get the name of the damn bar. I gotta get the name of the bar. It's a crazy name for the bar, and it's not in this phone. It's in my other phone. But it's a
Yeah.
cigar bar. It's a cigar bar in North Vegas that we got. And we I don't think I got nothing really coming up around the city. I got this Friday. We got the show this Friday, and then like this weekend is a crazy ass weekend. Like show Friday, Saturday Mike Epps, 85 South on Sunday, and then I got like a few shows and a few events in between in. But like I said, on the scene TV, like I'm like, damn, I'm always on the scene, and that's why it'd be important to keep the comedy realm in between it, because I don't get to get on stage as much as I want to, and I love being on stage.
Well, that's how you develop your draw, though, too. You know, like as you develop your social media platform,
Yeah,
it all goes hand in hand. Because now that's like each on the scene TV video brings you one step closer to a venue knowing they can pay you because you're gonna bring out a crowd. You
yeah,
know, which is that you know that's kind of it's the same for artists, but that's really what it's all about. You know,
yeah.
is building it like that.
Hell yeah. And man, building on the scene TV in the beginning stages, like to to what it is now. Because at first it was like kind of like catching viral moments, like the daycare lady, the guy pissing, the maintenance man pissing in the lady's sink, Boosie saying he's not coming to Indianapolis no more, versus like the burst of trying to fit 50 people in one video. Uh, Shout out to CEO Trill. Shout out to CEO Trill. He 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 gave me some insight, and he was like, "Hey man, this what I see on the scene TV doing," and it was crazy because it wasn't it, it it wasn't something out of the ordinary, but it was something that I needed. You know, when someone tell you something that you need to hear, it was something I needed to hear and see at that moment, because I was trying to like wing it off of something that it was. Like when I went to Vegas for the first time, 420 weekend, it wasn't called on the scene, but I was just, cause my brother told me, he's like, "Hey man, you need to come out here and do the interviews. They in Vegas, you gonna get some good content if you come out here to do interviews." And I was like, "All right, bet." But I was like, I don't just want to do one interview. I want to mash them up in a whole bunch of like in one video to make it seem like, damn, he did a whole lot in one night. And so when my boy, when CEO Trill had gave me some insight, I was like, say less. And it turned me up, turned me the fuck up. And
That video you did is funny too. Of like, was it like the first time in Vegas?
yeah,
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 like because it's just relatable, you know. And even now going there, there's so much content you can do where like people, you know, like it's just
man,
relatable.
it's man. And now when I see people go to Vegas, I see all the spots I was at.
Yeah, literally
Yeah,
what you were describing. I mean, because I've been there, you know, in the past or whatever, and
yeah,
it's spot on. You know, it's
yeah,
like exactly how it is.
yeah,
You
yeah. You like, man, from people giving you the cards. I didn't know.
know.
I said, why
I'm
you
gonna need
giving
like
it so?
6 of them.
I swear, because the dude gave it. I said, I only need one. He said, nah, man, you take your pick. I'm like, what?
Swear to God, when I went there as a kid, my grandpa had like a stack of them. I don't know. I don't know if he thought he was like cleaning up the street or if they were gonna have a wild night or something. But I remember he had like it was like stacked up. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I didn't really
Yeah,
know what was going
exactly.
on, but you remember that as a kid because you're like, damn, look at all those pictures. You know what I mean?
The pictures on it's so crazy to know that something here is so illegal, but in the same country, hundreds and thousands of miles away, it's very legal.
Yeah. Same with weed though, right? I
Man,
mean, well, I guess it's not the exact same, you know,
yeah, but even just smoking in
yeah.
front of the cops and they don't care. They're like, hey, just don't bring it in the casino. You're like, that's it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it should be here. To me, it's so stupid that weed is illegal here and people get arrested or violates your shit
Yeah.
just because of weed when like tobacco, alcohol, junk food, all that shit is like literally worse for you, you know?
Horrible.
Yeah. I'm actually planning, I've been in talks with the she's a senator from Indianapolis that represents Indiana or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get her to come on here so I can like ask like who is it that's holding up the weed
Yeah,
stuff?
like
Because it's
who?
like all the presidents and people run on it like I'm gonna legalize weed. That shouldn't be illegal.
Yeah.
And then they forget about it like as soon as it's
Like
like Eli Lilly or somebody. Like who's like
who's
holding
like
it up?
if you think about it, right? If you go to a weed fest, how many people gonna think about shooting somebody in that weed fest?
0.
Man, when you high, especially when you high off your ass, you ain't thinking about shooting nobody.
Right.
You thinking about getting some more of what you just smoked and some food.
You don't even drive bad. Like you might drive slow or something,
Yeah.
but like you're
You're like fully like, let me.
yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like, man, come on, it's marijuana. And my brother lives in Vegas. He works at a not a dispensary, but like a place that grows the marijuana.
Oh yeah.
And the things I found out about marijuana is like I be wanting to stop smoking, but I'm like, nah, maybe my weed didn't come from over there though.
Like what? Like what do you mean?
I found out that they grow marijuana out of rock wool. Like
What?
it's not like a real soil. It's like it's inside and it's like this pad, like this rock wool type of soil. Yeah, it's weird. It's crazy.
The weed scientists
Yeah,
have
man,
been having their hands full too.
Man,
That's
perp
crazy.
I found out perp is just a discoloration. It's
Mhm.
because it didn't the plant didn't get enough sunlight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, so
It's the same way like lettuce and shit will turn purple or like grapes or what like other
yeah. So this whole
shit has
time,
that.
hey man, I got the perp, and you mean this whole time, hey man, I got this weed, ain't got no sunlight, want it?
Yeah.
Why does it cost more if it ain't get no sunlight?
Yeah. Well, it's in the song.
Yeah.
You know? But no, that's real. And low key, if I could use my platform, which I mean isn't big or whatever, but like if we could somehow push to legalize weed and we could be like the Johnny Appleseeds of weed in
Yeah.
Indiana, I think that would be dope as fuck because like it just doesn't make any sense that people are still getting arrested and their lives are being ruined over a joint
Yeah.
when you can buy a half gallon and die. You know what I'm saying?
Man, for real, like, is this something that you can vote on? Because I know we're not voting.
They say like, oh, this year it's on the ballot, but it gets struck down immediately
Yeah.
by the people that are getting paid by the private prisons and by the Eli Lillys and by the alcohol lobbies
Yeah.
and shit, where they don't want you to be able to smoke and chill it at home and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
or like even in the dispensaries, like if Indianapolis had dispensaries, man, that shit will boom. It will boom.
fuck a cornfield.
Fuck a cornfield, man. Man, they got like, and the thing, they're already selling. Okay, so this what I don't get, and I don't really get political like that. But you can go into the gas station if you were a crackhead and purchase every item to fire up your crack, the glass, the Brillo, like. But if you get caught with it, it's it's damn near a felony. And you got what controlled substance and the paraffin. I said, but you can buy it in the gas station.
And you can buy the fake weed and the fucking pills that do who knows what the fuck.
In
you
the
know
gas,
what I mean?
like, come on, man.
Yeah,
in the gas station.
It doesn't make any sense.
I-
But it's like they want that to be able to fill the private prisons or like to violate
like
parole or
you want
whatever.
me to try it. Like
It's weird.
when I think about the circle of the justice system, it makes me feel a certain way, and to know that there's nothing really that we can do but just vote on things.
If that even works.
If it even works.
I don't see any place where the people get to vote on it. It's the people that are getting paid by the government, that get to vote on it.
And then when you think about it, it ain't like we get to vote on what we want to vote on. They give us what they want us to vote on.
Mm-hmm.
Being an American.
Yeah. But I don't know, you can't fix everything, but
you can't fix everything.
yeah. But I appreciate your time for real. And not to end it bashing Indianapolis because what you do for the city, like we said, is dope as fuck. And I can't wait to see and just in like a year where it goes, because each video that gets bigger and bigger, each promoter that realizes it benefits them to hit you up to be at their event,
Yeah.
is the sky's the limit, and the news is on the way down where you're on the way up.
Yeah.
Like being a source of news for the people in Indianapolis, that's huge.
I appreciate it, bro. And hey, Naptown, I'm fucking with y'all. I know what I said about, but them policies. I fuck with the city. I fuck with the city. I fuck with the people. We have one of a kind hospitality. Um, like especially the culture. The culture in Indianapolis is unmatched. Like people say that they remind us of Louisiana, like we got that good hospitality, and most of us we migrated from the South here, so I love it, man. I'm gonna keep turning up. You know what I mean? People keep talking your shit on the scene TV. I love Indianapolis. Although Drew, I'm better start traveling outside of Indianapolis because it's my job to put us on. Because a lot of people outside of Indianapolis don't know Naptown.
Mm-hmm.
When you say Naptown to somebody, they be like, "What's that?" And they got to stop doing us like that. So
Yeah.
it's my job, and the rest of the content creators here, man. We gonna get outside the city and put on for the city.
Yeah, and the artists too.
Can't
'Cause
forget about the
it's
artists.
one of those psychological things where when you see, like you as an example, if you went to Houston and you get a lot of views, you're bigger in Indianapolis because of it. Because
Yeah.
they're like, damn, look what he's doing. He's really doing it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? The same with an artist. Your hometown is the people that saw you in school and is like, no, that's fucking Jerry from 6th grade. He's not a
Yeah.
rapper,
Yeah.
But once you get out there, it establishes it, and
Oh
it
yeah.
and it lets people see it. Yeah, because if you only picture the Indiana fever, you're missing like what is actually going on.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
But I appreciate your time for
Out the
sure.
gate.
Is
Hey
there
man.
anything we missed?
No. Hey, shout out my kids. Shout out my kids. Love my kids. My kids be my content. The content with my kids really be going up, but I try not to exploit them as much. But hey, shout out to my kids. Shout out to everybody who believe in On the Scene TV. Shout out to everybody who's been a part of On the Scene TV, and shout out to Queen Quamo, Drewski, Dusty, my nigga Wayne. Shout out to my daddy, cause I really believe like I'm channeling my dad's spirit. My dad knew everybody. Shout out to Hollywood. RIP. Shout out to my mama. And yeah, man.
No, that's
God. Shout out to God. Cause God, kid you not, bro. God be telling me to do things. God is the reason I started dapping up them tens downtown. The first time, God was like, dap up them pretty women, dap up tens. Like it was already a trend. I didn't start the trend, but like that thought just popped in my head. Thank you, God. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that was you at first either,
Yeah.
which is crazy because it's like you have a lot of different stuff going on that's just creative and it's good content,
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And shout out to God too. A lot of people, make it weird to talk about or something, but it's like that's also relatable. Most people have their own relationship with God,
Yeah.
and that's kind of at the core of what they do, and that's
Hell yeah.
it's dope to be able to like say that,
Man, for real. Hey,
Yeah.
me and God like this. Like, man, hey, I ain't listened to it a couple times and it didn't cost me, but hey, I'm all ears now. And shout out to you, Drew. If y'all don't know, this is one of the hardest engineers in the city. I ain't gonna cap, man. It's the last man I recorded with, and this was the last studio, and this room was the last time I recorded.
He gave up on rap since then. He even told me last time he doesn't miss it at all, which is crazy to hear because in the studio you don't hear that very much.
Man, I don't miss it because like with rap, I think I had to keep up an image, and now with this, I can be me. I can be fully me. I feel like when I did music, I had to you got to make people believe you.
Like you're kind of trying to be Lil Wayne instead of being like you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I didn't know how to be me.
That's real. And maybe now that you are you can blend it all together again too, because
Yeah.
being yourself is what makes you different from the million other people that are trying to be Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where it's like the more you develop your own brand, your own style, your own humor in the rap, everything is what makes you different. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yes,
My
sir.
mama.
But yeah, I appreciate you coming through. I hope to have you back. I hope to have Trusky back too. You know, I'm gonna definitely help promote y'all's show however I can. I'm
Hell yeah.
hyped to see that.
Nah, for real.
Filmed an episode in here.
Man, wait till you see how you. I can't say. Well, wait till you see it. Wait till you see it.
Yeah. Well, yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.